Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Herculean Homeschooling. I'm Sarah, homeschool mama of 6, and of my 6 kids, 3 of them have some kind of special need. As a special needs mom that's also a homeschooler, I know that creates some unique challenges. And one of the questions that I get asked a lot from y'all is, how do I choose a curriculum? Which curriculum should I use? There's so many options out there, whether you're a special needs mom or not. There's a ton of curricula out there, and it's just a good question for everybody. How do I choose the right curriculum for my kid, especially if they have some kind of special need? So this video is for you if you have a question about choosing the right curriculum for your special needs child. I have 5 tips to help you figure out what the best curriculum is for your kiddo. The very first tip that I have when it comes to choosing a curriculum for your child that has special needs is to absolutely know the homeschooling laws in your state. Each state has their own homeschooling laws, if you didn't know that already. And so special needs or not, you really need to know, what does your state require you to teach? What is not a requirement? Are you supposed to track different things? Things like that. Especially when you have a special needs child, there might be some different criteria for that. You might need to have an IEP. You might need to have a 504. You might have to be checking in with different people due to their special needs. So that's really going to vary state to state. I wish that I could help you each individually. I know I get a lot of questions about that, what's required for me to teach my special needs kid, and I'm so sorry. I'll let you know now, I can't answer that question for you because it really depends on your state. So I highly recommend going to a social media like a Facebook. There's usually some really great special needs groups on Facebook where you can connect with those other moms that have done it before, and they can really help guide you of what your state's guidelines are and what you can do to meet those guidelines depending on the special need that your child has. So again, sorry I can't help you with that part, but I'll direct you to go find some of those local Facebook groups around you and ask those moms. I'm sure they'll have a plethora of ideas and help you in that regard. But that is my first tip, is to find out those laws, regulations, and any extra stuff you need to do, like setting up an IEP or something like that. All right, tip number 2, that is to know your teaching style. I always suggest thinking about your teaching style first, because you're going to be doing all the teaching, right? So is your teaching style more of a go with the flow? Do you like to have a schedule? That's really going to help you narrow down what kind of curriculum you're looking for. There are full boxed curriculum where they do everything for you. They are more expensive because you're paying for the convenience, right? And to just have everything shipped in a big box, that way you don't have to go out and do anything extra. Or you can mix and match. You know, Pinterest has a ton of great ideas. You might really like the way this one teaches reading, but you like how this one teaches math, and you can mix and match in that way. So really think about what your teaching style is. Do you want an open and go type curriculum? Do you want something that has more flexibility for you, that you get to pick what activities you want to do and then you go find the materials for that? Do you want to do unit studies? You know, so it just kind of depends on your teaching style. So that's my number 2 tip. Figure out what your teaching style is and go from there, which kind of leads me to my number 3 tip. And that is, not only do you have to think about what your teaching style is, you also need to think about what your special needs, or any child, what their learning style is. We have visual learners and auditory learners and tactile learners, right? And different kinds of learners that we understand things the best in certain ways. Okay, so we need to figure out what our child's learning style is. If I have a tactile learner and I choose a curriculum that is mostly auditory, like they're listening to books for 90% of the curriculum, that might not be a match made in heaven. It has to be this happy marriage, right, of your teaching style coupled with their learning style working together. And it might take a few tries. Sometimes it just takes a trial and error, and that's okay. You're not going to ruin your kids if it takes you some time to figure out which curriculum is the best fit for both of you as the parent and the special needs child together. Okay? It's okay. It's going to be fine. You got this. Okay, number 4 tip. Once you do find a curriculum that you think will work well for both you as the teacher and for your special needs student, please, please, please do not buy the level you think they should be at grade-wise or what the public school says they should be at grade-wise. Pick the level of where they are. Good example is my son that has autism. I mentioned that his reading is here, his math is up here, right? So if I were to base the level that I get off of what grade he should be in, then I'd be getting reading like up here. Well, that's a big gap, and that's just gonna be miserable for both of us if we try to do that. So you just have to forget grade levels as a special needs parent. Just forget about it. Right now, I give you permission to ignore what grade they should be in. All right? Pick the level that's going to work best with where they are. We want to see progress, right? It's not about being perfect on grade level, okay? We just want to see progress from where they were to where they're going. So if that means that their reading level is down here, then get that level of reading for the curriculum, and then you can move up next year and they'll be fine. They're gonna be totally fine. Most curriculum will have on their website some kind of assessment so that you can see where they go and what level it puts them into. And God has given you gifts as being a mom, and you know what's best for your kid. So you go ahead and pick what you feel led to pick, or what your gut is telling you, or just what you feel would be best for your kid for that. So don't think about what grade level it is. Just get the level that they are on so that they can be making progress no matter what. And my number 5 tip is don't forget to have fun. Find something that you would be so excited to get in the mail and to get to start teaching, and something that your child, well, they might not be as excited as you are, and that's okay, because, you know, it's school, but something that they will not cry about every day. Is that like the worst bar to set? Well, if you're not crying about having to do it, then, or you're not fighting me about having to do it, then it must be good. But really, as special needs parents, we have those days, right? Where we just have to get through it. So something that they can get through. You can find different things that they will be excited about, and we just really want to create that love of learning, really to cultivate that love, because that's going to help them progress year after year after year of being excited to learn in whatever way they can, however their minds are able to comprehend and understand that. I hope that these 5 tips have been helpful to you. If you have any other tips that you would suggest for other special needs parents in choosing a curriculum, please feel free to comment below and let us all know what those are. If you have any curricula that your family just absolutely loved and you would like to suggest it to others, please comment also below. If you would like to see other videos about homeschooling with special needs, please give this video a like and comment below. If you'd like to see my 5 tips for homeschooling children with special needs, you can click this video right here. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel right here. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.